There's a lot more action coming up right here in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. Right now, for example, they're just about ready for the 200-meter freestyle. A little bit earlier, if you recall, Roy Saari, the red-hot favorite in the freestyle events, was beaten in the 400 by the veteran Murray Rose of Australia. Both of them will be going in the 200 right now, and this will be Saari's chance for a little bit of quiet revenge. Let's take a look at them. In lane 1, we have Tatsui Fujimoto of Japan. His hometown, by the way, is Fukuoka City. Just a couple of weeks ago, Wide World of Sports visited there for the Japanese All-Star Baseball game. In lane number 2, we have Bill Shrout, a 16-year-old from the Flushing YMCA on Long Island in New York State. Lane 3, 18-year-old Ed Townsend from the Santa Clara Swim Club in California. Moving over to lane 4, here's the young fellow who could well win this race. 16-year-old high school boy, also from the Santa Clara Swim Club, Don Schollander. In qualifying for this race earlier, he tied the American citizens record of 2:01 and 5/10 that had been set by Dick Blick last year. Schollander was just back from that Japanese trip, by the way. And here's Murray Rose, already the winner of the 400, going after a double. The 22-year-old veteran representing the Los Angeles AC, he is an Australian. In lane number 6, a 19-year-old Dick McDonough, representing the New Jersey Swim Association, makes his home in South Orange, New Jersey. Moving to lane 7 now, we have David Lyons, formerly from New Trier High School in Kenilworth, Illinois. That's a very famous school athletically. They produce a lot of swimmers and a lot of Ivy League football players. As a matter of fact, Dave is a student at Yale University right now. He represents, however, the Shawnee Swim Club. And in lane 8, finally, the young man who came here heralded as a possible triple medal winner. Well, he's not going to be now, but he's sure going to be trying in this one. Roy Saari, the 17-year-old from El Segundo, California. In other words, this race may or may not be subtitled Roy Saari's Revenge. Here's the world record, 2 minutes, 4/10 of a second, set by Tsuyoshi Yamanaka of Japan a year ago in these championships. Yamanaka not here to defend his title this year. They're on the starting blocks now, be taking their marks. The whistle goes from Dr. Harold Henning, who is the referee here. And now the moment that it's all built towards, the start of the race. And there they go. This is 200 yards, freestyle. It'll be 4 lengths of the pool, down and back, and then down and back again. Can't pick out a leader right now. In lanes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, they're all just about tied. That's Fujimoto, Shrout, Townsend, Schollander, and McDonough. When they come out of the first turn, we may get more of a line on who's in front. There's a look again from the underwater camera and sound from the underwater microphone. Out of the turn now in lane 6, Dick McDonough, representing the New Jersey Swimming Association, has taken a slight lead, but right alongside him in lane 7 is David Lyons of the Shawnee Swim Club. And over in lane 1, we have Tatsui Fujimoto of Japan, also swimming very well. However, Roy Saari in lane 8 is now also coming on. Those 3 men you see together on the left-hand side of your screen are in the lead as we come to the 100-meter mark. Reading from nearest to furthest away, that is McDonough, Lyons, and Saari. They all make the turn together, and there they go. Coming out of the turn in lane 4, Don Schollander made a gain on the turn, and he's almost even with the leaders right now. Murray Rose is lagging a little bit, a half a length behind. Also a half length behind, but coming up pretty strong is Ed Townsend. This could be a tremendous finish. Every swimmer in this race looks just about even now, with the exception of Murray Rose, who's lagging by a quarter of a length, but moving up. They could almost all make the turn together, but Roy Saari has now moved down in front as he goes to the final turn. Roy Saari is the leader. Looks like he might get his revenge here, but we'll find out in the final 50 meters. A sensational freestyle race. Roy Saari is the leader. And in lane 4, Schollander is tied with him. Schollander making his bid. It's Schollander and Saari right now. Lane 4 and lane 8. Schollander and Saari. Schollander has taken the lead. Saari's beginning to drop back. It begins to look like Don Schollander. It's going to be a terrific battle for second and third, and also for first, because here comes Saari again. Schollander is the winner. Saari is second. And in third place, in lane 5, Murray Rose. Don Schollander, the 16-year-old high school boy, defeating Roy Saari with Murray Rose in third place. 2 minutes, 3/10 showing on our unofficial clock. That would be a world's record. However, we're going to double and triple check that. Another of our watches gets 2 minutes and 2/10. That also would be a new world record. Our other watch gets 2 minutes and 1/10. In other words, we have 3 unofficial watches here showing a new world record. However, we'll wait for the official ruling on that. There is Roy Saari, who tried and tried the very best he could this time. He almost made it, losing by, half the length of an arm to young Don Schollander of the Santa Clara Swim Club. There's Rose with Schollander right now. Murray Rose, who is trying for a double, having already won the 400-meter freestyle, has to congratulate the winner and new champion. And there's a graphic picture of how the 22-year-olds must give way to the 16-year-olds and even younger in swimming.
Okay, Don, we're going to have a little television interview. Can you stand over in this area?
Down to poolside now, and Bill Fleming.
This young fella just won his first national championship, Don Schollander. Don, you were 4th at 100 meters, but you really turned it on. How do you account for it? Was it the turn?
No, I was saving a little bit for the last lap, down and home. I was saving my leg drive.
Well, you really had it there when it counted. Did you figure to be that far back, though, at the halfway mark?
Well, just about that. Pretty much so.
Did you realize that you equaled a world's record, Don?
No, I didn't, not yet.
Well, you did. 2 minutes and 4/10 of a second set by Yamanaka in this meet a year ago. What year are you in school, Don?
I'll be a junior.
And let's hope that you keep that style for the '64 Olympics. You plan on it?
I hope so.
All right, congratulations to Don Schollander, fine new champion.